Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Realms Unbound. We're back after a really long break. We're short a couple people, but we still figured we'd jump on and play. What's up, guys?
Everything.
Everything. Yeah, pretty much the same for me. I'm in a basement.
You're always in a basement.
Not always. I come outside sometimes. I went outside for the first time today in my quarantine.
Well, you're always in a basement when we're playing D&D.
True. True that. How have you guys been?
Delicious.
Delicious.
Hell yeah. Good to hear. All right, so we're playing short, quite a few of them.
So many.
We'll need, I guess we can talk about what happened in the last episode. I know our mics were kind of messed up, so there's only a couple parts in it where my mic actually worked, unfortunately. But I went back through and watched it a couple times since it's been a while. So, what do you guys remember from the last session that we played?
Not much.
There's a
No, it
lady
was
with no
3
eyes
months
and
ago.
no tongue.
Yeah, that's why we're gonna have a little powwow on it. You said what about the lady with no tongue?
There's a lady with no eyes and no tongue that apparently
You
there's
saved
also more
from
of
some
them.
goblins. Yeah, there's 9 of them.
9.
Well, the number is questionable after the very large explosion that we caused in the castle that reverberated throughout the entire continent because of underground tunnel system.
I remember that.
And then there was Trembly the goblin who I talked down from the ledge.
Oh yeah, he wasn't feeling too hot about continuing on his journey, was he?
And I said, "Look, man, you're leaving this place behind. We're blowing it up. You can come on with us. Have a new life. Enjoy my infinite gold that I have. Because I have infinite gold."
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out. Infinite gold. That's probably gonna catch some people's eyes too.
No.
You would imagine.
Regular old,
Ebabble is a very subtle person.
Yeah.
He's not going to be flashy about it.
No, not at all.
I mean, our group is only a robot angel, a dude with a displacer beast, a guy with a winged horse.
I mean, yeah.
What do you
I'm
mean?
also
A dude with the
gnome.
displacer beast. He's the last half elf
No,
Halfling.
no, halfling bard.
halfling bard in the world.
Known
That's right,
known in
that's the thing that
existence.
I thought more have been born since then, but how
Yeah,
would
but
that even be
they're
possible?
Possibly.
they're like one day.
I mean, this has only been a couple months ago, so they could only be what, couple weeks old.
Yeah, but how were they born?
And if you're the
Boy.
only one left, who's to say that there are any other halfling bards to teach other halfling bards to be that?
Oh,
I mean-
guess-
There theoretically is also a guy who was like one, credit short of graduating Bard College.
Right.
And so he wasn't a Bard yet, and he can just self-study
Yeah,
until he finally hits level 1 in Bard.
he's the most qualified person that's still in the area of that particular bard college.
That's hilarious.
you got to do it, man.
Yeah, he failed that one class senior year.
And it was communications, and it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, it was just an elective. Doesn't matter.
He was introduced to Red Leaf the next week.
Yeah, he just partied too hard and failed his final. That dropped him out. Is this getting too real for everybody?
Right. So last you guys were on the road. I'm not very clear on if you were heading to the quarry or if you were heading to Neverwinter. It seemed the consensus was kind of like split in the half. Some of you
So,
wanted to quarry it
was
up and bring
confused
the old
because-
guy and blind girl, and then some of you wanted to hit Neverwinter first.
Well, I was confused because I thought Neverwinter was on the way, but if it's not on the way, I want to go to the quarry because we came here to
They're
murder.
about equal distances from where you are.
Well, let's murk some gerblins.
Yeah, I want to mark.
I mean, we've got people who are liabilities here.
Yeah, I guess we should drop off the death-bind girl.
She's mute. She can still hear us.
Dude, she can hear. Hopefully you said that out loud because you've done that like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Last episode he said, maybe we should just kill her. She pissed herself.
Yeah, she's
Like,
very
put her out of
unhappy.
her mystery type thing, not like a.
There's
Wow.
magic. There's magic in this world. We can.
There is?
You do it.
I do. Jazz hands. Sparkles.
I mean, yeah, we could drop her off. We could drop them off at a temple. Maybe maybe they can fix Grimbly up and also make him like not so.
Isn't his problem just that he's old? Is there a fix for that?
I'm pretty sure there is.
Is it one that's readily available?
I don't know if they can grow back eyes and a tongue. I would hope that maybe just making him not feel so old. Maybe not. Maybe they can't make him not be so old, but maybe make him feel better.
He chimes in.
They're gonna give him a Corvette.
Why would you want to extend my life?
Again, they wouldn't make you less old. It would just be making less pain and.
I have caused enough pain on this plane of existence. I'd rather just fade into the night.
Execution's an
No.
option.
No.
There's a lovely tree. You could just leave me there.
I
All right,
don't sound
Grimbly,
bad,
we're
but-
taking away your talking privileges. You've lost
Listen.
your speaking privileges for the rest
We're
of the
gonna go and we're gonna live it up. We're gonna have a night on the town, and you're
Um,
gonna be like, "Damn, glad I stayed for this."
he shakes his head yes, and he pulls out what looks to be a flask of some sort and takes a swig. He kind of winces at the end of it, puts it away.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Yes.
get some stuff that's not gonna make you do that after you drink it.
It's just very
Pop.
spicy.
Top shelf.
It's just very spicy. Top shelf.
Well, we're gonna get stuff that's not so spicy.
What is top shelf?
The shelf that's at the top.
It's expensive. And
Oh, you don't
What
have
I
to
hear
waste
better.
your money on me.
all right, Grimbly, we talked about this. You'd lost your speaking privileges.
I again just reach into my bag.
He just
and
sides-eye you.
haphazardly throw gold around like that's not a problem. Don't worry about it.
You're just throwing gold around.
Oh yeah, just literally just
Okay.
reaching into the bag and just scattering a handful of gold to the wind.
I catch
Okay.
some. How many can I catch?
I mean, my
he's got
hands are
small
pretty
hands.
small.
I was about to say he's got pretty small hands.
There was like, I don't know, 8 gold.
Do you pick it all up?
I ain't gonna. I'll catch a couple. I'll
Okay.
catch 2.
Okay, that works. You're able to catch 2. So it's night's approaching. It's not quite night. The sun's just starting to set. You guys know that your trail. You'll need to follow it to the east a little ways, maybe a day's travel, and then there should be a split some of you would know of. One that leads towards the quarries, and then the other leads to Neverwinter. Do you guys want to travel through the night?
We got infirmed people.
Yeah.
I don't see what the rush is.
We camp.
Camp. Give me survival checks.
Balls. 11.
18.
15. With my -2.
I was gonna say you rolled really well on
I
that.
rolled a 17. Yep.
Yeah, you guys are able to find everything you need to create a fire. You guys have a nice little camp off the path. Is there anything you guys are going to do tonight while you rest, or are we just resting?
I'm resting, but I don't know if I've slept since, or not slept, but powered down since I became a winged thing. I just float there now.
Okay. So you don't have to power down?
No, I still power down, but technically I could just levitate because I don't go to sleep.
That's creepy.
Yeah, right? That's what I wanted.
I just picture his wings like all the way down. You're just limp, floating
Yeah.
near the fire.
Because, again, technically, the wings are aesthetic. The sword gives me flight.
That's funny.
If I lose the sword, I can't fly anymore. But I still have the wings.
Dead. That's hilarious. That's a badass sword.
Yeah, I don't know that I have anything I need to do.
No,
yeah,
I'm
you were
also
pretty good.
Just gonna rest.
While you guys are all set up camp, you notice that the rest of the party has been crashed this whole time, sleeping on their various rides that they have. Dakine on his Drake, Sai on his Pegasus, and Rin has been riding his horse. They're all asleep. And you guys haven't been able to wake them up. Really not sure what's going on with them.
This bullshit again.
Yeah,
All
this
right.
seems to happen to us a lot.
Do we
Weird.
still have a lamp that we can put these guys in?
You do?
Okay. Wiggity wiggity whack. Get into the
Lamped.
lamp.
Yeah, so
Wiggity wiggity wham.
you're able to like walk around and rub the lamp next to each one, and each one turns to a cloud of smoke and flies into the lamp. What do you do with said lamp? Where do you store said lamp?
I don't know. Normally it goes in Rin's bag of holding, but
Rin's in the lamp.
I just
How
need to know if
about-
somebody's carrying
Listen,
it.
the most responsible person should hold on to it, and Bebel goes to take it.
No. I think we should give it to True.
yeah, True ties it to his belt.
All right.
Because, I mean, I would take it, but I don't. That's a big responsibility for a guy like me.
Is anyone keeping watch?
I mean, I will, because again, my sleeping is, I'm still awake. I just can't do anything.
You on the standby.
Ooh, I like that. That's a cool move.
Oh, that's always been how
I
True
know.
is, but I can't see in the dark. without the sword, so I'm pretty much useless. But now I
Yeah, I
can.
go to bed. He's
Yeah,
got this. He's got the lamp. He's got the thing that he does of not sleeping.
Can we put like motion? Can you install motion sensors on you, Ren? I mean, True.
Motion sensors.
Motion sensors for like a security system.
I mean, I have true sight, so I can see invisible and into the ethereal plane.
You could try to set up some traps with some rope and stuff.
Yeah.
Eyes? Is that what you mean by motion sensors?
Yeah.
Cause I can sense motion.
Why? Do you need me to have a 360 view? Just spin me before you.
I don't know. I'm just thinking. I'm just trying to be safe.
You also have your animals, your pets, and your buddies.
Yeah, but Vincent's a bit of a lazy cat. Needs to sleep.
I mean, I have a familiar.
Nice.
It doesn't need to do anything.
Oh, such a annoying thing it is.
Happy's gonna stay up. Happy is going to perch on True's head, but kind of facing the other way. And again, he's like a miniature unicorn, right? That's like this big, and so he's not standing on True's head. It's just like stomach on it with his legs splayed out to the side.
Okay. This is a weird bird.
He's not a bird. He's that thing.
He's gone.
He's not gone. He's right there.
Yeah, he's right there.
The beginning of the night, nothing really happens. Give me a perception check, True. These guys are snoozing away.
And Happy.
19.
Yeah, happy as well.
19. That's a big roll.
I don't have his stats up, but probably not very good. It was a 9 on the die.
9 on the
What
die.
is he based on?
A sprite. Hang on, I'm pulling it up. So 12.
12. You, Happy and True, both notice that there is a singular set of eyes glowing in the dark, right into the trees. Just been sitting there. It's almost as if it hasn't even blinked.
All right, I look over to see if Benson is still asleep.
Benson is asleep.
Okay.
Him and
All right. It's in the trees?
yes, just peering
Like
out.
up high?
No, it's like,
Oh.
there's just trees around you guys. You guys got off the beaten path a little bit. You're like kind of covered, so the fire no one can see the fire from far.
How far away is it?
I'd say about 15 feet. There's
Oh.
just you're in like a clearing, and all around you are trees, and you can see a singular pair of eyes glowing off in the distance in the dark.
You there. Hello.
You don't see any movement.
Okay,
No
I just
sound
stare
returns.
unblinkingly back at it.
Okay. How long you do this? The
The
eyes seem to just be staring and don't.
until something changes or until daybreak.
Okay. You do make it to daybreak, and as the sun starts to peer up over the trees, you notice there is a huge deer just standing there in the tree line, staring at you.
I'm gonna win this. Gonna fucking win this. Blink.
I start to wake up and stretch because the sun hits my face.
Motherfucker, blink.
I look over at True.
True, you notice that as he wakes up, you see no movement in the eyes.
So I just go about my business, really, because it's whatever. He's a robot. He does strange things. I don't know anything's wrong yet, or if anything is.
Is it
actually
just a regular looking deer?
Seems that way.
I mean,
you can do a animal check.
Well, if it was an illusion, I would know.
It's not an illusion.
Oh, okay, then. Okay. I'm gonna float a little closer.
As you float, it shifts and goes to run away. And what you think you see is as it runs, it takes like 2 steps or 2 gallops, and it starts to levitate, and then it blinks and disappears.
Sorry, sir, I didn't get your name.
You hear nothing or see anything else.
All right, that was weird. Okay.
I look over at True. I'm like, who are you talking to?
I made a friend overnight. We had a staring contest, and I think I won because he ran away.
Oh, fucking A right, mate. Good job.
Yeah, it was like 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours, and I think I won.
Yeah,
Not
that's
having
awesome.
eyelids is a super beneficial.
Yeah, would
Well,
that be
like-
considered cheating?
Well, they're not real eyelids. They're there.
Well, either way, you won. You could take that home. Good job.
Why do you have an accent now?
Well, I've developed this over time.
I mean, we were in Barovia. A lot of people talk like that there.
Yeah.
Trembly,
Yeah, a Barovian accent.
Trembly wakes up and hears this, and he says, I would hate to be in Barovia.
It wasn't great, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Probably the worst place.
I don't even know if it still exists right now.
Character, real quick. I'm just
What
trying
happened
get
to
my-
it?
Just trying to give myself some character.
No, that's
New
fine.
accent.
But it's a change. That's fine. I just
Yeah,
True
yeah,
would notice that.
In the middle of the
trying to
night,
be
he got conked
trying
on
to
the
be
head.
Australian.
He wakes up. Now he's got an accent.
I mean, I turned into an angel. Less weird things.
Yeah.
It's
I feel
not
like B-Babble would not register that as a change. It would be like, huh,
Uh,
he always talk like that? Yeah. Of course he did.
Of course, it's normal.
all right.
It flashback goes across the whole campaign, and it's just replaced by him talking like that. Beppis
No,
is
it's just mute. It's just on mute, so B-Babble doesn't know.
Yeah, it's subtitled. All of my flashbacks are subbed.
subtitles.
That's funny as fuck.
That would be funny to have a little like go through of the whole campaign through the perspective of each player's life or experience. So Grimly's waking up. He's immediately cooking him some food. He like pulls. It seems like he just pulls these things that he has right out from underneath his little loincloth, and he just pulls out some meat and puts it in a pan and starts cooking it over the fire.
I wake up Benson. I tell her to go get me a fresh meat.
Oh, stretch. Stretches. And do you have a can you send me a character sheet for her, or like her what I don't know.
Yeah, let me see. If
She
I
has a
can send
voice
it
too,
for her.
doesn't she?
Yeah, I guess she has a voice.
Yeah, you can just send me those details over. She'll kind of stretch and mosey on over to the tree line and kind of disappear into the trees.
Well, what size was she again?
She's large, right?
He's large.
She a big girl.
Ick with 2 C's.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I just need like her appearance, attitude.
Her appearance. Well,
If you want to give
she
her,
looks like Benson, but like a displacer piece, just the same kind of markings on the.
does
on
she
the
act
displacer
like
piece.
Benson?
Of course, she's a little
Okay.
playful.
Yeah. Okay,
playful
then I
little
got
bitch.
you. That's my niece.
But she definitely listens to me. She comes she comes when we call her.
So yeah, she moseys on over to the tree line, and kind of like, as soon as she gets to the edge, you see her like butt kind of go into the air, and she lowers her body, and then you see her just kind of like disappear off into the trees. And it doesn't take too long, and I would say about 20 minutes goes by, and Tremblay's still cooking. You hear a loud roar in the distance, and you hear the cat, "Rah!" And you hear rustling, and she drags back a huge what am I thinking of? A huge raccoon. She just drags a huge raccoon up to you guys and drops it.
Nice. Good job, Benson. I give her a treat because I have cat treats. And then I start cooking my food. Which is the raccoon. And I ask if Bebop would like some.
Sure.
Okay, I'm making kebabs. Make kebabs.
Tremblay
with-
looks over as you're
background.
cooking and says, "What you cooking there?"
Who's asking?
Tremblay.
Oh, we got some raccoon fresh off the wooded area.
He reaches into his loincloth and pulls out a heap of meat. You can't really tell what it is. He says, "I got some rat if you'd like."
I don't know how long that's been there. This raccoon just got caught. Thank you, though.
"Oh, that's okay." And he tucks it back in.
Where are you getting all that meat from that tiny little loincloth?
Well, I have my ways of storing things.
Sphincter.
Don't tell anyone my secrets.
Yeah, no problem, dude. It's cool with me.
He just kind of goes back to humming to himself and cooking the rat.
I say to myself, I can't believe that guy shoves his meat up his butt.
Do you say that loud? Do you say that out loud?
No, I say that quietly to myself.
Oh, okay.
I said that before I said it too, so that's totally.
Yeah, and he's old. He's hard of hearing.
His butt.
Is there any other morning activities you guys want to do? Babble, are you awake now?
Yeah.
Well, I wanna
Can we
eat
eat
my
the
raccoon
raccoon?
kebab and give the last couple chunks to Benson.
She devours it in just a few bites. And starts to lick her lips. You guys are able to head out. You're heading east. And we confirmed going to Neverwinter.
I'm down for that because of the liabilities.
Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't take you guys very long to get to Neverwinter, or the path to Neverwinter. You don't really see much on the way there. When you get to the fork in the road where you'll have to split to go to either the quarry or Neverwinter, you start to see a little more foot traffic. Just various, seems to be townsfolk leaving and coming. You do see a cart. It looks like it's guarded by a couple soldiers. They're sitting on top of it, and they're carrying it towards Neverwinter. They kind of pass you up.
What do they got on the cart?
It doesn't look like much but hay. Looks like there may be something in the back of that, but you're not really able to see. Do you try to?
That's hay. Who
Okay.
cares?
Yeah. So it just kind of passes you up, and they kind of nod at you and wave. You guys start to get closer to Neverwinter, and from the outside, you can see a giant wall is being what looks to be constructed on. It looks like they're fortifying it, and there seems to be a little more soldier activity than you would have remembered. The guard is all over the city wall. When you get there, this is a huge city, probably the biggest you've seen in our campaign. I don't know, B-Babel would have never have seen Neverwinter at all. True, you neither, right?
Probably not.
I think the only ones are asleep. So this is a new place for all of you. As you get to the gate, I need perception checks.
5.
15.
14.
You guys see the guards nod at you as you enter the city. But as you guys enter, a lot of you notice the townsfolk kind of take notice of Tiana, and they start to muddle under their breath and cover their mouths and whisper into each other's ears. Some people gasp. And you kind of start to stir a commotion with everyone in the town.
So,
I'm just
Tiana,
waving at him.
Tiana, do you know anybody in Neverwinter?
Man, these people are real excited to see me, huh?
You you get no
She
response.
can't talk.
She just sits. When you say the words Neverwinter, you do see her kind of, like, her head kind of jolts up. She seems to be excited.
Is there a... Yeah, she can.
Okay.
It's just Rin had all the paper and writing utensils.
Is there a shop nearby?
Oh, I was just gonna ask a guard where the nearest healer is. Where the best healer is.
Alright, we can start there. Let's do that.
Guards aren't very hard to find. You actually see some approaching you. There's 2 of them, both male, and they're done up in pretty fancy armor. As they approach, they take notice of Tiana, and they say, "By the gods, release her now!"
What?
And they run
Why?
up and they
She's
grab.
free.
They like start to pull her off the
No.
horse.
We did release her. That's
Yeah,
why
that's
she's
the
here.
whole thing that we're doing is bringing her back.
What monsters have done this to her?
Goblins?
These guys.
I smacked B-Babel.
They
Well, no, I pointed at
Trembly.
Brimbley.
Oh. Thanks.
They grab Trembly by the neck and they pull him off the horse as well. And they kind of like
No, not him. His people
They
like
helped.
him.
Trembly helped.
they seem really confused. They look up at all of you. You must tell us what's going on right now. But we
Sure, can we just calm
we
down?
must take her to her father. And he lets go
Well,
of Trembly and kind of picks him up and kind of
Listen.
dusts him off.
Listen, first stop, again, best healer in town. First stop, I'm saying, just
Well,
like,
she's the princess, right? So go in.
wait, she's a princess?
Lord Greyland will fix all of that. We must get her to him now.
Oh, I should clarify. The wings are like folded. I don't look fully angeled out because that would be. I did that at some point on the road.
We must take her to the Lord.
Yeah, and we'll come with you and, explain things en route.
Okay, that is fine.
What's your name,
I'm sorry
sirs?
about the abrasive. We have been searching for her for months.
You
Yeah,
guys suck. She wasn't that far away.
Where was she?
In a giant castle.
We exploded it, though. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
there
gone now.
anymore.
And the goblins had her?
Yeah.
Yeah, they weren't there,
We
though.
field Garl may have taken her, but with no proof, we can't just march in there.
Oh, we did it.
Well, you are not
what's-
tied to any house's name.
But they're goblins. They don't matter.
Garl
I'm tied
does.
to my own house name, sir. Thank you very much.
Garl has made himself matter.
I have honor.
But we must go. We must get Tiana the help she needs.
yeah, let's
Yeah,
put it.
Do you know how this happened and why?
I mean, I'm
I'd
assuming
probably
sharp
used a
objects.
knife.
Yeah, maybe a spoon.
Looks like it hurt for sure.
Yeah, not pleasantly. That's probably how it happened.
Hey, yeah, Trimble, you were there. How did it happen?
They didn't let me in those chambers. They usually kept me locked up unless I
probably a
was
knife
cleaning.
then.
Yeah, odds are knife,
Yes,
maybe
yes.
sharp spoon.
You all seem so nonchalant about this.
Oh, we
Sir-
came from Barovia, and that place was, I mean,
Yeah,
this
is like a 2.
This is just, whatever.
He's
We're a
saved
bit
her.
numb
We
to it
saved
at
her,
this
didn't we?
point.
His eyes kind of like dart back and forth. Barovia.
Yeah,
Where is that?
Once, it's a long story.
That way?
We all point in a different direction.
He's you guys have literally ran this guard. It seems his gears are just grinding. He doesn't seem upset at all, but he just seems really confused.
I level with him. I say, look, man, we've been through quite a lot. So if us not being so upset by this situation offends you, we apologize. But we got the girl. We saved her. Let's
Again,
get
like
her-
yeah.
let's get her. Let's
Well,
get her
she'll
the
be
help she
safe.
needs.
She'll be safe in the city walls. We thank you, and I'm sure the Lord will thank you himself. It doesn't take you guys too long to get there. It is across the city, but you get to this sprawling estate. It seems to take up a pretty good chunk of land, and you guys go through the guarded gates into this area, and it seems as though this area is like kept to pristine condition. All the gardens are full and lush, bright colored flowers and various insects flying around. It seems to be like a picture perfect spot of the city.
Drew
And
is gonna lean over to the group and be like, somebody really sucks at their job. In a gated community inside a walled city, this lady was taken by goblins.
I
He is
think
not super quiet about saying that.
the guards kind of look at you, and she was taken in the night. We still have no idea how they penetrated the walls and got out. It makes no sense to us.
Everyone makes mistakes sometimes.
There is
you know?
now magic dampening fields in various locations, and I'm sure her guard will likely be increased.
I'd hope so.
Yeah.
Like, they got taller?
No, just the amount.
I mean, they could have.
They got fatter?
They got
We are
more
training
guns.
all the guards in the city. She's not the only report of Lord's daughters going missing.
Oh, jeez, man.
Hey, Pat's power's booting up now.
Sweet. Hell yeah.
Sweet.
We'll get him in.
I think so real quick before we get into the castle, I telepathically talk to Benson and tell her to look out for any divine weapons or relics
Okay.
while we're in this super castle.
Wait, does that mean she's just gonna bother me the whole time?
You know, fucking bite your feet.
She nods and she's like, to take?
Perhaps, if the time is right.
You know, we can probably just buy stuff too.
Yeah, but
There's
this
probably
guy-
a shop with magic items.
I'm
That was
first- if
very
I
high
see-
on my list of things to do today.
See,
sweet,
I
yeah.
already seen a shop that had some yarn, and I was gonna ask if you would kindly.
Yarn?
Of
We
course,
got to hit
Benson.
that place up.
Of course, Benson.
How many colors of yarn were there?
It seemed to be a lot.
A lot of. All right, well,
I'm not very good with my counting.
me neither. We got that in common.
Okay.
I have only been able to speak for a short period of time.
Yeah, these guards also seem very nonplussed about our whole group composition. I said the wings are folded. They're still wings,
Right.
and there's a giant cat. And I don't know if the Pegasus went into the lamp, but also a Pegasus.
Yeah, I would say the Pegasus. I'd say they're animals that they were on. I would say Dekine's Drake and Dekine both kind of cloud of smoke.
There is also my familiar, a tiny
Unicorn.
floating unicorn.
They seemed to be more worried about Tiana currently. They're like power walking. They're like as quickly as possible.
Well, she's on a horse, so.
Have you heard of any of the other maidens? Were there any others?
She said something about that, or rather, I mean, not said, but
she wrote something about
scribbled
that.
something about it.
There's
Well-
reports of 7 other estates missing their maidens.
Damn, dude.
They've all seemed to disappear within the same time frame.
Somebody in this town is super bad at their job.
I'm wondering what they.
Well, it sounds like a lot of. It's not just the someone if it's that many.
Oh, well, if it is Garl, then he has found some nefarious way to.
Who's this Garl person you keep mentioning?
He was no one. He was a goblin king of some sort. I'm not sure. It's just goblin lore.
That guy. That's the guy that Tremblay was talking about.
And he's
The guy that got some rock and now he's super strong.
he's boasted that he. Exactly. And he's grown to like 10 times his size from reports. I haven't seen him, but that's at least what we're told. Hence, we're fortifying the city. We've acquired hundreds more into the guard.
Okay, so not only did you miss 7 girls going missing, you missed what is presumably a 30-foot tall goblin entering your city.
I'm sure he didn't do that on his own affair. I'm sure he has subjects.
Does Rin smoke magic out of the lamp?
No, Rin awakens inside the lamp, and he sees Dekine and Sai sleeping with their next to their Pegasus and Drake, and not the rapper.
Am I like stuck? Do I feel
No,
claustrophobic?
you're able to like, you know how to get out of the lamp. You just awaken inside and see everyone sleeping.
I kind of stretch a little bit, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to get out. I'm feeling claustrophobic, so I start to like try to get out as much as I can.
Okay, yeah. As soon as you think about it, you turn into smoke and you fly out of the lamp that's connected to True's belt. As that happens, the smoke scares the 2 guards so much that they both fall.
Listen, you've just never seen a robot pee before?
And they hold on to their swords. What sorcery is this?
Well,
So
it's
sorcery?
wizardry,
That's
actually.
the thing that freaks you out.
Yeah, that's where they draw the line.
Well, that was I mean, you all freak us out. We just have Tiana on our minds heavy. We must.
This is our friend. He was asleep in a lamp. Stop asking questions.
Where did you get a lamp like that? That could be very beneficial to
Stop
many.
asking questions.
Yeah.
These guys, they said they would talk to us while we're on our way. Let's just get
about
you inside.
Tiana.
Question?
Let's get you inside.
Yeah, about Tiana,
You
not
guys-
about the magic lamp and other things.
I've just never seen one before. I'm sorry for encroaching on your privacy. Let's take you inside. And they
alright.
they kind of open the doors for you, and then they stay at the door, and they say just straight ahead into the dining hall.
Okay. I
Um,
get Tiana off the horse, and I assume that the horse does not go into the house.
No. Yeah, you'll see. There's like a stables, and there's a place for you to tie up your horses right outside.
On our way in, I'm gonna kind of like pull my head in towards Beppis and be like, "Where are we?"
So
A castle.
we're at this castle. It's a really nice place called what was it? Winter Haven. Winter Haven.
We're in
Not-
Neverwinter.
Not
Neverwinter.
Oh,
Not
shit.
any-
You would
winter.
know. You would know as soon as they say it. You would know where you're at. I think you're one of the only party members to know what Neverwinter is.
Like, oh shit.
We're in Neverwinter, buddy.
Okay. Are we? Is this safe or not?
Yeah, we're taking Tiana back to her father.
Yeah.
Okay, then in good terms. Okay, good. Just wanted to get the lay of the
Yeah,
land.
at first they thought we did the whole like no eyes and tongue thing, but definitely not us.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm gonna be honest, they kind of believed us way too quick.
Yeah, again, I am not happy with the quality of guards here. They are kind of dumb.
Yeah, I kind of see how she got taken in the first place.
It's probably
They
three
were
Are
goblins.
you guys
Okay.
saying this out loud?
Well,
Yeah.
Okay. The two guards just kind of like
Hang their head in
look.
shame.
They don't even hang their head in shame. They look confused again, and then they're like, the one looks at the other, and he's like, "Damn, man, why do they put us on this job?" And the other one looks over, and he's like, "Man, 2 weeks in, and we're already getting shit on." He says, "Please see your way inside." And
Yeah.
they like
Just
ring.
let us right into the house.
They ring
I
a bell.
turn and look inside the house and say, "Okay, I did."
They ring a bell as you guys enter, and you see a tall, heavy man start running down the stairs. Tiana, and he almost stumbles as he gets to the middle section of the stairs, and he sees her, and he starts to cry, and he runs up and grabs her, and he like just holds her
Don't
tight.
frighten the poor girl.
She immediately recognizes his scent and reaches out and grabs onto him and squeezes tight.
So
What have they done to you, my child? And he grabs her face, and he grabs her head, and he looks around for
Not
answers.
us. We didn't do that. Just gonna put that out there.
What
No, we
information can
cleaned
you
her.
give us?
It
Actually,
was Garl.
let's go sit down. Help! And he shouts, and you see a crew of ladies come down the stairs, and they all take her, and they kind of like escort her off.
Should we get her to a healer again? I keep saying this, and I feel like people.
I am the Lord. We will have her healed and restored, hopefully soon. We have everything we need here. You've actually brought her to the best place.
I mean, okay. I didn't know you had an in-house cleric. That's pretty dope.
I
I'm
don't,
gonna-
but
I'm gonna have to believe
one of the ladies will retrieve that for us soon. I'm sure they're already in the process of this. What information can you give us? Let's go into the dining hall the rest of the way, and you can take a seat.
Well, the first bit of information is your guards suck.
Which guards are we speaking of
this-
here?
Presumably all of them.
All of them?
Yeah, 100% of them.
And why is that? And what do
I
you know
mean-
of our guards?
Well, first of all, from what I've been told, a 30-foot goblin walked into town and stole seven girls.
Ah, the folk tales and legends. Not really
But
even legends. Reports are.
From what we've experienced, it could have just been 3 goblins in a trench coat that walked in and said, "Hi, we're friends of the Lord," and then left with your daughter. Because all we had to do is say, "Wasn't us," and the guards were like, "Oh yeah, that's probably
Okay,
right."
cool. Let's take you to the castle now.
It wasn't us, but
Yeah,
like,
there was no like 2-step verification process or anything. They were just like, "Oh, okay, sounds about right. Let's go."
Well, you
Yeah,
must-
it was really easy. I was there.
Where
the
are
whole
these
time.
guards now? Are these the ones that brought you here?
Are they?
yeah, is it the same ones? I don't know.
The
You said there
knuckleheads
were a
at the
bunch of
door?
them at the-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are low-level guards. They're new. You must excuse them.
But how do you
Um,
excuse the reports of 7 to 20 people missing?
7 to 20. Reports are that 7 maidens from all over the land have gone missing.
Oh, I thought it was just.
I was in the house. No, not from here. These are other lords across the lands that, in a strange coincidence, we all have maidens. I have a son as well, but he is fine. She is
Your
the
son
first
is
one
also
to
a
return.
maiden?
Excuse me?
Your son is a maiden?
He is not a maiden. He's actually in the
okay.
guard. He's working his way up the ranks currently. I wanted a different life for him, but it seems with recent events that we need everyone's help. You'll see fortification across the city. We have acquired more members to our guards. We have also sent members of our guard to other towns, other villages. We're trying to make this a quick process of returning everyone home, if possible.
Well, just a thought. Maybe investigate all abandoned castles in the area because your daughter was a day's ride from here
Only a day's?
in an abandoned castle.
She was the last taken, so they may have not gotten her as far as some of the others.
I don't think they were going to transport her. There
I
was
just
nobody
can't-
left in the castle.
I can't believe only a few months gone and they've already done this to my daughter. I wonder what the plan is for that. That's such treachery and that's despicable behavior to remove someone's eyes and tongue.
I mean, it's so they can't see what's going on and they can't tell anybody what happened. Is normally why these things are done, right?
You seem to know a suspicious amount of why you would remove somebody's eyes and tongue.
Babel, we've been with each other for months. There is no way that I am in any way related to this.
Oh yeah, you're right.
We've been in another dimension for months.
Another dimension.
Don't worry about it.
We weren't in another dimension. We were in Barovia, stupid.
Fair enough.
You must, over dinner, you must tell me about this Barovia. It seems to have hardened you all. He looks at Bebabble and kind of says, but not you. You seem lively.
Yeah.
So, you said she was in a castle close to here. You must explain. How did you get her from them? You said the goblins had her. Did you see any goblins? Other than he kind of like leans over and kind of looks at the group, and a little back is Trembly just standing there like listening
just
to
him.
everything. And he's like, and you've brought one with you. Is he your prisoner?
No, we rescued him too.
They capture their own? Vile, vile creatures. He shakes his head. Will he need assistance as well?
Probably. I mean, look at him.
He shouts for ladies, and the 4 ladies that grabbed Tiana and rushed her up the stairs come down again. Take our friend here and clean him up and get him ready for a dinner. He deserves it. He accompanied our heroes here. If any of you others need a bath, the ladies will oblige.
Hell yeah.
I turn to the ladies and I say, and give him a happy ending too.
They
And
all
and I wink.
They all look and then they giggle and mutter under their breath as they run upstairs.
I'm going up there.
You can follow. Is everyone going or just you?
I could use a bath. I would definitely like it.
You guys
Sounds good.
go up the stairs and they take you down a couple hallways and you finally get to a huge room and it's like a literal bathhouse. There's just big tubs of steaming, piping hot water, and you see one of the tubs is like curtained off and has a really fancy like partition around it so you can't see inside, and you see shadows of people in there like scrubbing down. The ladies all kind of show you the tubs and tell you to get in, and then they all bring you like things to scrub your bodies with.
That'll cannonballs into that bath.
It splashes all over, and the ladies all giggle. As you guys are getting into your baths, they set out towels for all of you, and then they kind of go back around the partition.
I say, what? This is self-service?
None of them. They all go around the partition. You guys are here in your baths now.
This is so whack. Gotta clean
Yeah.
myself.
B-Babble, you're able.
Happy
These
ending
tubs are
too.
so huge that the you're able to almost swim in yours.
If they're not here, who's gonna read us a bedtime story?
Bedtime. It's bath time.
Well, I specifically requested a happy ending.
You.
You notice like one of the ladies is like hanging around. She looks over and just like shakes her head as like you're just taking your comment as a joke. And then she kind of walks over to Tremblay and gives him different soaps in a tray, and he picks one out, and then she kind of goes to each of you, and there's a tray of different soaps of scents and sizes, and some are coarse, some are smooth.
Drew is just buffing himself with the towel.
You can feel now you didn't get it in the hot water.
No.
Oh.
I don't. I can just wipe off whatever's on me.
I eat the bar of soap that I pick out.
It tastes disgusting.
Yeah, this isn't very good. I was expecting something fancy, but
She giggles and
No, thank you.
You're not supposed to eat it, silly. You wash yourself, and she like grabs the soap and starts scrubbing your back.
well, that's weird, but okay.
Isn't this what you wanted? A happy ending? To not have to give yourself a bath?
That's a bedtime. That's a bedtime story.
A bedtime story?
Yeah, because they lived happily ever after. It's a happy ending.
Oh. Huh. My mistake. I will, we could get you a story before your bedtime. How's that? But you must go to dinner first.
Excellent.
The Lord
Okay.
commanded that this be a
There's not
quick
going to be good
bath.
stuff at the dinner, right?
Oh no, the Lord only eats the best food.
Okay.
I think they're roasting bird right now. And our Lord sure does love his potatoes. So hurry and take your baths. We'll give you a short time to get dressed, and we will meet you back downstairs. The ladies will finish with Tiana in the room.
Cool.
Yeah. We wash up.
I would like to think that B-Babble now has the taste of soap and can every so often see a little bubble come out of his mouth. As you guys get down into the dining hall, you see what looks to be a high-ranking official guardsman sitting next to the Lord. And you only see the Lord and him. Heroes,
Stop.
come in.
Hello.
Come in and sit. They will start bringing your feast out shortly. What would you like to drink? Name it and we can get whatever you want. Red water.
Bread water.
Bread water. I'm not familiar with that.
Ale. He wants ale.
Oh, okay. Well, we can do that. We have all the ales you could ever want. He kind of like...
Yeah, I'm pretty little. Just one should be fine.
As soon as you say that, is ales for everyone then?
Can I have a red wine, actually?
Wine, ales.
I prefer it.
You guys noticed...
Temperature water.
You guys noticed there's a guy in the corner just kind of like listening in on all of you. And for you, sir, he taps Beppis on the shoulder.
Yeah, I'm getting a nail too. Thank you.
A nail? Okay. Right away. And he kind of hurries off to another room. So, heroes, you must... I know we've went over this a little bit, but... You must tell my son here everything you know and what you saw from the moment you arrived. You said you have come here from Barovia. And did you just come across this castle, or... yeah, I've never heard of Barovia, but that's not our concern, right? Where you've come from is not our concern. At this point, I would love to hear your story from there, though.
Well, we got there, and then we were in there, and then, because we were trying to find some goblins, and we found our goblin friend, and also Tiana, and she was like that already, and then we brought her here.
And
we blew up the castle on the way.
Oh yeah, the castle got bloated up. Yeah.
We have heard reports that was you. We had reports that an earthquake or something had happened in the distance, and I have sent people to investigate, but I have not heard back yet on an official report.
Just a light explosion.
It shook all of the lands. We thought that it had to do with all of the strange lights that have appeared across the lands. I received a raven just yesterday, and we have reports of 3 more lights from the cracks of the earth shining to the skies.
No, I don't think that was us. I don't think we did
very
that.
Unexplained events, and most of the lords are investigating these on their own accords.
Have you heard anything else about these trimmers?
Just the one trimmer. It seemed strange that all of the lights started appearing around the same time. within days of each other.
What about the lights? Have you had any information on those?
We've sent, yes, we've received word that there's no heat. It is just lights breaking through the earth. It seems magical, but even our top magic users of this city can't explain what's happening.
Interesting.
It's almost if a spectral force is bursting through out of our earth.
Is the planet an egg?
Well, that would be
Yep.
a strange coincidence.
Maybe we should take a look at it. I mean, I know you said your best magic people have looked at it, but like, I'm a pretty good magic person, so
It's true.
we'd be
He is the-
honored.
maybe I could take a look,
Yeah, he is the
Yeah.
most
Also,
knowledgeable in the group
figure
for
it
sure.
out.
You come from underground, so maybe there's an
I
insight there
cast
too.
prestidigitation, and just jazz hands sparkles,
He
and then I look very smug afterwards.
he nods,
that's right.
and he says, "Well, that would be wondrous. But first, let's eat, and you can tell me more about your journeys. I've already sent another guard towards the castle to check for remnants or clues of some sort. We now have the information that the goblins taken Tiana, so it's almost impossible to not expect them to have taken all of the maidens. So we will be sending word to the other 7 lords.
Good call.
Yeah. Also, calling it a castle anymore would be a bit of an overstatement. It's more of a big fucking hole in the ground.
Oh, that blast must have been massive. How did you facilitate that? What?
He did it.
What magic do you have that could blow a whole castle to dust?
Grimbley, how'd you blow up the whole castle?
Well, I used the fuel, of course. How much fuel were they storing?
A bunch, apparently.
Enough to do that.
Yeah.
That's concerning. And what does it mean? It's also confusing.
Well, it means that the castle exploded.
I meant the storing of the fuel itself. The what do goblins need that much fuel for?
Exploding castles. Probably.
I'm sure that was not their plan.
Backfired on
little
them.
one. Oh, yes, it seems as if it did. You are lucky to have escaped there unscathed. As you guys are sitting there, all these trays start coming through, and people are setting food all around on the table. There's bread and fruit and various pastries. You see a giant roasted turkey laid right into the middle of the table. This is the biggest thing you've ever seen.
Yeah, B-Babble has no sense of decorum or table manners. He is the first plate out. He is
Already
reaching
tearing
over people and grabbing shit off of it.
it.
There's
Look-
probably serving utensils that he pays no mind to. Just big old handful of mashed potatoes that he begins to eat just with his hands.
The Lord seems unbothered. He already has a turkey leg in his hand and he's munching. He looks up at the table and he says, So tell me about yourselves. You seem to be very interesting travelers, and I've never quite seen so many, the diversity in one group such as this. How did you all come to find each other?
Well,
Robia.
we met. couple
Barovia.
of these guys
You
in
keep saying Barovia. Where is this Barovia? Please tell me more. I've never.
That way.
And we all point in different directions.
He looks around. You guys...
Shadowfell?
Oh, I have heard of that. What were you doing there? You guys, it seems so out of place for you.
Yeah, we didn't try to be there.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't entirely know what we were doing there, but and then we got out of there.
I was sent there by God.
How interesting. And how long did you have to stay there? It seems like a place I wouldn't want to hang around very, very long.
It was a while. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had been there for a long time.
You don't really get a choice on, like, checkout time there.
Like Hotel California.
You were held captive?
In a sense.
In a way, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy you have freed yourselves.
Everyone.
Who did this to you? What? You seem to be of well-mannered, at least as far as I can tell.
All we've done is insult the guards and shown poor table manners.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Well,
what the fuck?
do you say that out loud?
No, that was just my observation.
Yeah, it was. You said that, and I'm just picturing like B-Babble with just food all over his face.
He's
like standing on
the
his
Lord
chair.
himself is eating very messily. He has no table manners himself, and the guards, they're new. They're the new guys. No one likes those guys. That's why they're just walking around the city. They're not doing anything important.
Yeah,
Those are the beat guards.
The B team.
I didn't even see any beats.
Would you like some beats? I could have them prepared for you.
Well, if they were being guarded by those guys, who knows if they're even still there?
Haha. Oh, this one's a funny one. We're gonna have to keep you around here.
Okay.
So you were held captive in Barovia, and who did this to you?
Strad von Thandowich.
Yeah, Stradvan Zarovich.
And you
I'm pretty
defeated
sure it's
him.
Thandowich.
You've taken care of him.
In a sense, yeah.
In a sense, you seem
Yep,
hesitant.
the vampire Strahd no longer exists.
Oh, we took care of him.
Good to hear. He seemed very hesitant at first. I was very worried.
Well, in a
because
more
we could
literal
send some
sense,
guards.
Orcus came to town and bitch smacked him.
The god of undeath.
Yeah, he was a bit spooky
You were in his presence,
for a little bit.
and you've lived. You're alive.
Yeah, actually, we.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
you are
I mean,
divine
it's a bit
heroes of
a
legends.
debate over what my state of being is, but that's for philosophers to decide.
Please let me get my friends to come, and they will write your stories, and you will forever live in our libraries.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
And I live in a bedroom instead.
Well, you could live wherever you want. I will open Neverwinter for you all. You have brought me back my daughter.
Can I get a place like this?
There are a few other places
I mean,
of this size.
B-Babble, we can probably just buy the place like this outright. And also, we have the
Well,
mansion.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna find one.
But we have the mansion, and it has that cool hot spring.
I point to Ren and I say, he had the mansion. I want a mansion. I want my mansion.
We have other.
My mansion is your mansion too, B-Babble.
Well,
It's our mansion.
When a man wants something that's shiny, you sometimes you just have to reach out and grab it.
I don't argue with it.
I I open up the land for you, and there are various locations around the city that you can check out, and if available, I wouldn't see why not. If we could even throw a discount in for a hero such as yourself. To have you in our city would be glorious, and it would help our city prosper further. So, yes, take residence here if needed. And with this, you have not brought anything with you from Barovia, correct? No.
I mean,
Just this, and I pull out a handful of gold.
Well, be careful
we
who you're
got-
throwing that around. Some people will not be as nice.
no, we didn't get that in Barovia, B-Babble.
Okay.
Didn't we not? Isn't the only thing we have from Barovia the sword?
I mean,
And most of what we're wearing?
we were in Barovia until we got here, as far as Speedbabble is concerned.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Other parts of Shadowfell are what? That's too high a concept for him to grasp.
It's all Barovia.
Yeah.
Well, it must be destiny that you have fallen upon our doorstep. I thank you for bringing my daughter home. If there's anything that that we can do for you, do not hesitate to ask.
High-ranking weapons.
Higher, better security.
Oh, security
yeah,
is being worked on currently. We have magic dampening fields that are going up soon. Those will be completed by week's end.
Yeah, you wanna is there
We think magic had a play at how they've gotten Tiana out. We were all in the house, all the servants, everyone. The house usually stays pretty lively because the bakers, they cook at night. And it's just it astonished all of us when we come to find out she was missing and there was nothing for us to show for it. Very concerning.
Well, if we're gonna, be working on this, we probably need to outfit ourselves better. They're, just, the best blacksmith, places where we could get magical items and stuff.
You probably wouldn't even have to leave here. I'm the Lord. What do you need? What do you need? What can I get for you?
I could use some new threads.
Anything.
What do you guys
And he
need?
yells for the tailor. Tailor! Someone get the tailor! You hear commotion in the back rooms.
Yeah, I'm good.
You have quite the weapon.
I mean, there's a
There.
Vorpal greatsword on his back and the sword of Zariel, so I'm pretty set.
Do you have any enchanters in the city?
I'm sure we do.
I have a crossbow that could be enchanted into something magical.
Okay. We could work with that. Let me get the word out. And we'll have our bests pulled from whatever they're doing. Anything else? We have a mansion. That's quite
Do
the
you have a
order.
library?
But my daughter spares no
I mean, we can pay
no
for it.
expense. Oh, we won't be able to give you a whole mansion for free, but you will get a hero's discount. I promise you that. He looks at Ren, and you were speaking. I'm very sorry to cut you off.
That's okay. I'm always in need of new knowledge. If you have a library somewhere close, I could maybe go check that out.
Of course.
Or maybe a mage's guild of some sort.
We have both. Whichever you prefer. I after dinner, I will give you the locations. You guys can rest, and then the day will be yours.
Yeah, I think I'd like to go talk to some of your top archmages, if that'd be okay.
That could work. I think they will be the ones working on the magic dampening field, so they should be around somewhere around here.
Get a bunch of beholder eyes.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Really well.
Beholder eyes. Ugh. Gives me chills thinking about it. You've come across them?
Yeah, there's like a whole bridge guarded by beholder eyes at a place we passed through on the way here.
And you hold he seems completely floored. And you made it through that?
I mean, it just meant we couldn't use magic.
It wasn't guarded by a bunch of beholders. There was just beholder eyes.
Maybe we could use this here.
Yeah.
You just need to find a bunch of beholders and take their eyes. Seems simple enough.
It's the middle one, though. The other one's not so helpful. Well, maybe.
We would have to, I feel, put together quite the force to acquire that many beholder eyes. And finding them would be a task as well. But I will drop the word into the council's ears. And hopefully we can make something of that. Thank you for the knowledge. I just keep coming back to this Strahd character. He was who was he? So he captured all of you, and you witnessed a god murder him?
No, No, he kind of just pimp smacked him out of the building.
And that was it? That's he perished? I guess they would have to if he was smashed through a wall.
We ran in the other direction.
I see. Should we be concerned about this Strahd? Should we send guards?
No.
I've been told that I throw guards at everything, but I don't care. If they don't like the way I rule, they wouldn't have put me here.
Wow, you're strong.
I'm not strong. My guard's
well, if you
strong.
can throw a guard, then...
This one's so literal. Where do you hail from, small one?
The underground?
Interesting. And that's it? That's your story? That's all you have? I see you are a lover of gold.
Yeah, I like shiny things and stuff that shines. They had me, dig and look for shinies. And then I found the pretty lady, and she said I didn't need to stay there and look for shinies anymore. And she would take me away from there. And then I wound up in Barovia because of the Raven peoples. And then I met these guys, and then I was with these guys.
It's quite a story you have there.
And pretty eloquently told, if I do say so myself.
Oh, yes. Very, very. I heard you requested a story before your rest tonight.
Yeah, I would like a happy ending.
But with that story there, it seems you should be the one telling everyone else the stories.
That seems like it would be exhausting. I don't want to tell stories. I want to have stories told to me.
A man that knows what he wants, and I appreciate that. Well, you guys seem to have went through quite the ringer, and I hope that what are your plans for after this? Where your next travel?
I don't know. Something about a quarry.
Yeah, there was
maybe.
the quarry where there's more of them.
Yeah, we really want to kill these goblins. Like, a lot.
Of course, of course. Well, maybe we could assist each other.
This is a bit of a personal mission for a friend of ours that was treated fairly roughly by these guys.
It seems everyone who comes in contact with them are even their own. And he kind of points to Trimbley, who's stuffing his face with food. And he looks over at B-Babble and he said, "This is really good. I actually happy I didn't end my life back there." And he takes another bite of the bird.
I told you so.
The
Live out. It won't be many days probably based on just kind of the way you look, but isn't it better than having bloated yourself up?
Of course. I see that now. I will live to see tomorrow. And the Lord kind of claps a couple times. Ah, wondrous time. It almost brought a tear to my eye hearing that. I see you guys have went through quite the experience, and I appreciate you still remaining pure enough to bring my daughter to me.
What else were we gonna do with her?
Well, you see, the world is...
There were definitely some other options in the air at the beginning there.
I'm glad you chose this one. And he says, the world is a very dark place right now. We haven't seen this much darkness in years. It seems we're on the verge of war with goblins who have just come to power. Quite unsure even what they have that makes them so powerful, but it seems they are rapidly producing and popping up all over the land. Reports are
it's
that
a
they're...
rock.
A rock?
There was Tremblay mentioned a rock. Tremblay.
Ah, the Stone of Power. Yes. Or at least that's what he calls it. Reports are that the Goblin King has grown in size. Stories are stories, and we're not really sure what to believe, as no one has cited this king. He seems to be hidden or very bashful, but likes to, it seems, destroy everyone's lives.
Well,
Incel.
let's go fuck up his life.
Ah, that sounds like a wondrous plan. I hear reports that he is trying to combine planes of existence into this one.
That's fucked.
Yeah, hard pass.
I don't think that would be good for our worlds. I think that what we are witnessing with the lights is maybe tears in these planes.
Let me tell you something, sir. If he succeeds in this, we are all doomed.
Yeah, I'm unsure. I don't think Shadowfell crashing into our plane, as well as any others that he sees fit, all crashing into each other. I just don't think that would end well for anyone. It could bring the end of times.
Agreed. This is bad news.
How he even has the knowledge to do such things, I'm perplexed.
I'm actually baffled the same too, because I thought goblins were pretty dumb.
Don't understand what's being said, but you all sound very serious, and I am matching your tone.
Aye, baby.
The Lord laughs. This is comedic value. We love to see it.
It's super serious right now.
Well, these are serious times, and serious evil people are taking advantage of the weak.
Oh yeah, no, fuck that.
Well, I am glad to see there are heroes out there still. If you are heading to the quarry, if there's anything I can do, I can send some guard. I could. I'm definitely going to.
Seems like they might just get in the way.
Yeah.
You haven't had the best experience, I know. We do have much more qualified guard. You just happen to approach probably the worst too. Honestly, it's weird when things like that happen.
Mm-hmm.
But all has ended well, or just begun. Have another drink if you must.
You insist.
I'm calling a meeting tonight to speak to my council. We are going to plan our next steps. Get the letters to the other lords prepared. The healer should be here for Tiana within the hours.
Good to hear.
You have free reign of the house. You can go anywhere you want. Just know I don't sleep with clothes on, and my room is at the top floor all the way to the end.
Definitely come
Just
see you.
don't disturb me in my rest.
Is that an invitation?
That is not an invitation. I would prefer no one disturb me when I sleep,
Okay.
unless
understood.
you
Thank
must,
for
or there
clarifying.
is danger.
Just seems like an odd thing to bring up if you didn't want us to go in there and sleep in your room with
I
you.
thought that would be the opposite reaction, but I see that I am dealing with very unique.
Well, I'm gonna be naked and here's where to find me. How is that not an invitation?
I don't normally invite strangers to my bedroom.
It's not the way it seems, sir. We're just trying to make sure we got it all right.
And that's fine. We won't come bother you. I'm just, it just seemed like that's what you wanted.
Of course not. I think that it's best that you stay in your quarters or use the rest of the house to roam. You can do it clothed or unclothed. I see no. The ladies don't mind. They've seen it all.
V-Babel is just already stripping.
Of course.
Oh, thank God.
The Lord laughs.
These stupid societal norms that we have to abide by most places. You let the boys breathe, finally.
Interesting.
Stunned silence.
Naked dinner. Who would have thought of a thing? It must be very freeing, and I may try it sometime. But we're being serious, I forget. We have to be very serious. He looks over at True and tell me about yourself. You seem to be the most unique out of the bunch.
What? No.
Someone coming in, holstering two weapons that seem to be forged by the gods.
No, only one's forged by the gods, as far as I know. Well, and me.
My point exactly. I've never seen a being such as yourself.
Well, I used to look a little different, and now I look like this. And yeah. I used to work for Lathander, and now I don't. He let me go. We had a nice little chat about it.
Well, that's
Yeah,
very nice.
yeah, that's pretty much it. And he spreads his wings and he does the equivalent of jazz hands with wings.
Ah, what a display. It's just so crazy that all of you had come across each other's paths and now are together.
Well, there aren't a lot of helpful people in Barovia.
Life is strange.
Yeah,
This Barovia seems to be a desolate place.
yeah, it sucked.
Sounds as much. I hope that it was wiped from existence.
Could have been.
Where there are lots of people in this land.
Yes, moderate amount.
Ooh, how unfortunate for them. And you said Orcus is now in control of said land, correct?
Unclear. Haven't been back.
My fear is that if Garl crashes the planes of existence and the world doesn't end, that we will start to see more of these legends we hear of. And you confirming that they're true and exist. I need time to comprehend this.
Yeah. Take all the time you need.
I still haven't comprehended it, and I've been grappling with it way longer than you have.
Interesting. What is the end goal of all this? What is
Good
he doing
question.
with the maidens?
Also a good question. I intend to ask it right before we kills him.
I hope that we can get close to him to kill him. I will provide any assistance I can. This is heavy on my mind. I must go. I'm going to go get some fresh air, and then I will let you be to the house. I'm going to return to my quarters and prepare for my council meeting. They should all have received word in the last few hours and on their way here. I hope to see you in the morning.
Who knows?
I mean, I'm probably not going to go anywhere.
Anything that you could want can be brought here if you do not want to go anywhere. And if you do, then the door is open. But the ladies or other workers will be much obliged to help you. Everyone loved Tiana so much around here that I'm sure they're all thankful that you've brought her home. And hopefully soon we will hear her voice and see those eyes again.
Hopefully.
I have wealth that I can throw at this. And I tend to do that. Until morning. And as he's walking out, he kind of like brisks past Rin, and he looks at Rin. He said, there's also a library. I'm not sure what would be in there, but maybe some information on previous lords that ruled Neverwinter. You can find that upstairs. It'll be your second door on the right. It's quite literally right across the hall from the bathhouse.
It's good to know.
And he kind of nods his head and walks out and heads upstairs. You guys have a table full of food, and what do you do?
Good question.
I'm going to finish my meal and just hang out for a little bit.
Oh yeah, just absolutely completely pigging out on everything that's here.
Tremblay seems to be intoxicated. He's like swaying on the bench he's sitting on. He says, I'm gonna go turn in.
Turn into what?
To sleep, of course. And he like falls off the chair backwards.
Well, that was quick.
I'm not asleep yet. Don't count this goblin out. He stands up, holds on to the table as he gets up. He like spills the food on his plate onto him. And one of the ladies comes over and says, let's get you cleaned up. I can do it. As he gets pushed almost all the way up the stairs. Benson is slowly sneaking food off the table one by one, pulling food to the edge and waits to make sure no one's looking. Pops it off the floor and eats it.
What time of day is it?
Mid-afternoon.
Oh, okay. How far from the actual town are we?
You guys are like, so Neverwinter's big giant circular town. You're not even necessarily in the town. You're like in a hidden part of it. It's not even like connected to it. But you're not far. You're like 20-30 minutes.
Okay, True's gonna walk to town. If
Where-
anybody
where-
wants to go with me.
To what end?
To look around, see if there's any interesting shops or anything cool.
Yeah, I would reluctantly put my clothes on to join you.
I'll go as well.
Yeah, me
Try
too.
to find something cool.
Shopaholic.
Yeah, I kind of just want to check out town.
Okay. So you guys get ready. Is everybody going?
I'm going.
Yeah.
As you open the front door, you kind of give me a perception check.
Those same dumb guards are out there.
Ew.
Ugh. 11.
11.
Got a 9.
Nine.
Hang on.
Bet.
Hang on. Ah, set 8. Just an 8.
An 8. Most of you notice as you walk out, there's a balcony on the top floor, and you can see the Lord with a pipe of some sort, and he's smoking, leaning over the ledge. He doesn't take notice to you guys.
Okay.
You guys head towards the town. What are you guys looking for as you get in? This is a sprawling town. There's shops of all sorts.
I kind of want a bag of holding because Ren right now I think is the only one with one, and we should probably have more of those.
You guys see one of the guards that brought you to the Lord.
He probably doesn't see us.
Oh, he's looking at you. He's actually peering as you guys are walking down the path towards him. He doesn't say anything, but he's staring pretty hard.
Yeah, maybe do that more often and people wouldn't get taken.
Do you say that to him?
Say it out loud. If he's not that close, he wouldn't hear it.
No, he's probably 20 feet away. As you get to like the main road in town, it seems as all the shops are kind of conveniently placed in the middle. There's various shops. It looks like there's an adventuring shop, and it looks like the clerics may have some sort of healing shop. You see various taverns.
I'm looking for any sort of enchanted, anything like that.
You notice there's a sign with what seems to be magical supplies on it.
Oh, that could be the bag of holding too.
Yeah, let's try there first.
Let's go in there.
Yeah.
As you approach, you see written in some sort of paint on the window, it says Candlekeep. And you open the door to this place, and it's kind of dusty and only lit by a few candles in the shop. A man sits at the front counter in all black robes with the robes pulled over his head. Welcome, adventurers. Welcome
Nice.
to the Candlekeep. What may I do for you?
Browsing for magical items. Their shopkeep.
Magical items? Well, we can facilitate that. We don't carry them in here on stock, but I can get you whatever you need within a day.
Okay.
Well,
do you got
what
in
are
the
we
way of-
looking for?
What do you got in the way of magic arrows?
Magic arrows?
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking for? There's plenty of magic arrows. We could...
Let's see. You got any ones that do fire damage?
Fire damaging magic arrows. I think that's doable.
Okay, I'll order
He
10 of those.
pulls out like a piece of parchment, and he starts going crazy with his ink and feather.
Okay, cool. Any arrows with like a knockback ability?
Knockback. So you want to propel the enemy further.
Yeah.
Haven't really been requested war materials as much, so you must forgive me. You're just an arrow connoisseur. How these will be quite expensive.
Okay. I'll take 10 of each.
I would imagine each arrow would probably be 5 gold piece. That's an estimate. I wouldn't think that you would pay much more than that.
Okay, it's only about 150 gold, given tax.
Anything else? Seems to be quite the interesting group you have here. And your sword, sir.
Yes.
What a What a wondrous piece of equipment you have there. May I look at it? I
No.
won't touch it. I just want to examine the craftsmanship. Who made this? And he kind of comes around the counter and he's got a magnifying glass. Kind of holding it up.
I'm assuming an angel, possibly a god.
It seems the best of the best has made this sword.
Yeah.
Now, if only we could get those kind of craftsmanships to peer their heads into Neverwinter. You know what I'm saying? This would be the best shop around. Kind of like elbows you a little.
Uh-huh. Got any bags of holding?
Of course.
Yeah.
In
we-
stock or ordered?
That I think we may have in the back. I can check.
Nice.
What do you have in stock?
Well, various materials you would need for casting spells. I have some rolls of enchantment I can pull out. We don't really keep much here. Most of the materials you'll need are here, but any magical items of worth we usually keep in our private holding facility.
Well, as you've observed, I am a wizard. Do you have anything that you can get that you would recommend?
What kind of wizard are you? That's the question. Are you a power-seeking wizard, or maybe health, or knowledge? What is it that you need?
I would say more on the spectrum of knowledge than power and health.
One that uses his mind for battle.
I would say so.
Maybe some spells, of course. We may be able to scrounge a few of those up. It would take you time to perfect and master said spells, but we might have some spell scrolls for you.
That would be good. I was also looking to maybe replace this old book that I have, my old spell book. Maybe find something a little bit more sturdy, a little bit more durable.
A new spell book. Empty? Or one that's already...
Empty would be fine. I could just transfer over my old spells to it. I just want something that I could not be harmed as easily.
Okay. He's going crazy with his feather.
I mean, I won't be, objective to having some spells in that spell book, but...
Well, maybe we
If
could have
easier.
the binder go ahead and bind the scrolls that we have into that. That would be a hefty cost. Let me do some math here, and he starts to.
Yes, crunch some numbers, and we do have what I think is an adventurer's discount from the Lord himself, if that isn't a factor.
A discount from the Lord himself. Uriel! This young teenage boy comes running around the corner. He says, "Yes, Papa." He says, "Check the Lord's logs. Look for this adventurer's discount. If you don't see it, run and ask the guard. They'll know." He nods and takes off again. We will get that for you. Discount, huh?
That's what he said, at least.
The Lord does pay people very well. You must have done him a very good service for him to give you a discount. I've only heard of one other group getting that.
Should be a good discount then.
And for you, my winged friend, just a bag of holding.
Yes, that's it. That's all I need.
Anything else, my friends?
What's the lead time on those arrows, maybe?
It usually only takes us about one sun to get things here. I think one day, and
Okay.
everything will be here for you.
And when would you require payment? Upon arrival?
When you pick
or-
up your materials.
I like that. Very good.
Of course, I mean, if you don't like our goods, I'm not into taking people's money before they're given their goods.
Cool. We love that.
I must ask, you're a very interesting group. Are you royals?
Think
No.
so.
It's just I'm just questioning. I haven't seen anyone come in with quite a tall order as this and spending as much as this, and looking as unique as you do.
People keep saying that.
He kind of points towards outside and he's like, it's very bland here, if you ask me. But it is nice to see such unique faces around here, and it seems to be you're in the Lord's favor, so then you're in our favor.
That's cool. Can I also get one of those bags?
Oh, a bag of holding?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Let me run in
And
the
then-
back and see if those are there. I usually, I'll go ahead and take your word for the Lord's discount.
And then is there anything that like can help us like communicate with each other over long distances?
Might be able to acquire you some sending stones.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
I think those will work if I'll write it down. But we'll just put long distance communication. And I'll see what I can scrounge up. I do know we have sending stones, but we may have something much more valuable or useful for your case. It seems you are adventurers, and I kind of
What gave that away?
it wouldn't be the nicest sword that I've ever seen in my entire life, or the wonderful looking lamp that hangs from your friend's belt, or the fact that you all are ordering some very expensive goods. This shop hasn't seen the likes of spenders as this in a long time. You'll be doing
And how
this
do you-
shop a great service. We may be able to hire more help.
How have you stayed in business then?
Usually we sell spell components. That is mostly what we push. But I do offer other services. We just don't have many people ask. But hopefully with your guys' order, I should be able to hire some help and maybe clean this shop up, and maybe we'll see more customers such as yourselves. He takes off a medallion that has an owl on it and hands it to Rin.
And what is this?
This is just I can't tell you right now, but just know that there are other like-minded people like yourselves and me, and we'll be in touch soon.
Okay. I'm gonna put it in my bag of holding.
Well, adventurers, I don't want to rush off, but it looks like I have a tall order to fill, so...
Before you go, can you give me an estimated price so I can know somewhat of what to bring?
Yes. Give me... I forgot
If
that I
you
was
just-
doing the math, and then I totally lost train of thought.
That's okay. I just want to be able to know for my account.
With the Lord's discount, I would think I could drop that to around 500 gold.
Total?
Just for the book with
Okay.
spells.
Just how much for
the smell,
the lot?
the lot.
Yeah, everything everybody's getting.
I
let's
mean,
see.
arrows were about 125, I would estimate, without discount. Or maybe just 100. Because you said 5 apiece.
Let's see. And you want 10 of each.
So 20 total. I hear the cash register noises.
He's like using his feather, and he's like checking this book. He's going back and forth. With your Lord's discount, I would say we'll call it 900 gold for the lot.
I would give him 900 gold.
Will you keep that until the goods have arrived?
I trust you.
Okay, sir. And he like grabs the pouch and starts putting all the gold into it. He says, we thank you so much for shopping at Candlekeep. Tomorrow evening, if you would like to be here at sunset, we will have your goods. Let me go in the back and check for those bag of holdings now. I think we may have them here. And he like hurries off towards the back. He's back there for like 2 or 3 minutes, and then he comes around the corner with the 2 bags. Both have owls on them, as the same as the pendant he gave Ren. He hands them over.
Do you have a third back there as well?
I didn't see one offhand, but I can check.
Yeah, let's go ahead and give my other friend one, just so we all have one.
Of course.
Me too.
He like scurries off into the back.
It could be useful for you.
This time it takes him a little longer. He comes out and he says, I did find one, but it does not have our patch on it. I hope that is okay.
Do you want to hold it until we come and pick the rest of the gear up to put the patch on?
If you like the patch, of course.
Bebis?
Sure, we'll put the new patch on.
Okay. We'll wait then for that.
Okay. I will have that ready.
Yeah, I'd like to represent who I'm buying from.
It helps our shop out too, and maybe spread the word.
Yeah, we got you, fam. We like you.
Do you have names, or do you call yourselves anything as a group?
No, we don't got a group name, but my name, I go by Bepis.
My name, Beef Apple.
I'm True.
My name is Ren.
It's very nice to meet you. They call me Trinity. And I will be at your service at any time you need, and we will be in contact, young wizard.
I'll be looking forward to it.
He kind of like scurries off to the back, and you just hear the quill on the parchment going crazy. What do you do now?
Try to
People-
find mansion.
You didn't have to
gonna-
pay
we're
for
gonna
everything.
We're gonna hit the housing market. I mean, I got all of this. You know, it doesn't stop. It's a limitless bag.
Okay.
Why wouldn't I pay for everything?
All right.
Well, I appreciate it. I had a pretty hefty order, so didn't expect it.
Yeah, now we gotta find a nice house.
Let's do that.
Pick it at.
As you guys exit the shop, you notice it's getting darker. Sun is set. It's nighttime, and the people are starting to disperse from the streets. You see the guards a little better now, and you can tell the increased guard within the city. Is it's because now, instead of seeing townsfolk, you mostly see just guard. You're not even sure where all of them were hiding before, or how they went unnoticed. So you said you guys are going to go look for houses?
Yeah. Or I mean, you know, mansions, castles.
The city's pretty huge. Guys are really not even sure where to
There-
begin.
They're a real estate agent somewhere. Nobody has their face on a park bench.
No, not quite.
I mean, I assume we could ask a guard. I'm sure they would know.
I mean, the Lord probably knows too. He's probably a good lead to
Yeah.
check up on. If it's getting dark, are probably not showing properties at this time.
And maybe we can ask him in the morning.
Sounds good.
So back to the Lord's Keep then, I assume? Get some rest? I would like to check out that library. That would be pretty fun.
Does anyone else look at there is, let's see here.
Are we at a time of night where everything's closed or closing?
No, it's just now dark. There's
Oh,
just
okay.
lights coming on, and you kind of see. It seems as though maybe there's some kind of rule, or not a rule, or maybe just an unspoken thing that the townsfolk go home at night. It seems everybody's a little on edge. You guys do see there is a tailor shop and a shop with potions on the sign. And you also see a tavern with what looks to be a half crescent moon.
Let's go buy some potions.
Yeah, maybe. I'd also maybe like to check and see if there's a jewel crafter around. I have a few gems I could probably get rid of.
You don't see one offhand, but there's definitely one in the city.
Yeah, it's not on the top of my priority list.
I would say that try not to take B-Babble's jewels and sell them. Anyone? You guys are going to the magic shop?
Yeah, let's start with the potions.
Or the, potion shop, sorry. As you approach, you see that this one's clearly named the Witch's Brew. You open the door, and this one's a little bit of a smaller shop. You guys all fit just barely in the foyer area, the main area of the shop. All of the potions are scattered around the shop behind the counter. And you see an elderly lady. She's got just a thing that covers her hair, and she's wearing a sparkly green velvet robes. She sits at the counter, and
I gesture broadly and say, "We'll take it."
take it.
Uh-huh.
What do you mean by that?
The lot, what you got on hand.
What, just like one of everything?
One? No.
You want the whole shop? All of my...
Yeah.
That is quite a lot of money, sir.
How much?
That would take at least a day's work to figure out. We have quite the stock.
Yeah, math is pretty hard.
You just want to start pouring it out and
yeah,
see when she's good?
I just upend the bag.
I mean...
They win.
We have flasks and jugs ink.
I'm just holding the bag open.
Yeah, once it gets above B-Babble, I start holding it over his head.
Very tall order.
All of it.
All of it.
All of it.
Well, I will prepare that. This is going to take quite some time. Are you here for a day at least?
Yeah.
Well then, I will work out a price and we will sell you everything available.
Do you just want us to leave the pile that we got going here and we'll just call it square?
How much gold do you think you guys got laying there? This lady actually has a lot of stuff.
Uh-huh. Well, and rather than sitting here and taking forever doing a whole shopping episode, I have infinite money.
She's got, she has...
We take all of it.
She has various potions that are, like, 3,000.
Let's call it a cool million.
She kind of...
You gave me infinite money. I'm going to use it.
She's taken back. She kind of chokes up. Yeah, we can work with that, and if we don't have it in stock, we will get it in stock right away. We will have everything ready for you.
A million is also 23.
We will also, we will have that together. I thank you, and if there's anything I can do for you, the Witch's Brew is your place. She's like sweating. You can see her profusely sweating from the amount of money you guys just laid out.
I just hand her a bag of holding and I'm like, fit it in this.
I believe we also have a discount as well, if that helps. And if anything, from the Lord. And if anything, maybe have 4 of each of your potions for each of us. Well, 1 each, 4 for...
We're taking
all
the
whole store.
I know, but if you could get more, if there's only 1, maybe we could get 1 of each for all of us.
Anything I keep on stock, I brew myself. I will make sure that you all have a fair share.
That's exactly what I'm looking for. Looks like you have a nice bag.
What was that? Somebody said something?
Oh, I was just saying put it all in the bag.
All in
and
the bag.
I toss her the bag of holding that I had.
Ah, I see you went to the Candlekeep.
Yeah.
Very nice people over there.
Yeah, that guy, unfortunately, we made do math.
Well, I will have plenty of math to do.
Again, we're calling it 1,000,000.
I mean, on my side, I must figure out how much I can give you for that. I want you to get your money's worth.
Oh, is that not enough? Do we
No,
need
that
another
is
pile?
that is plenty enough. We do not need any more piles. You must. I would not be flashing your money around like that. There's plenty of thieves guilds around, and I know some of them hide out here in Neverwinter.
Well, it's here. The gold is here now. It's that's your concern now.
Oh well, this will be going straight to the safe.
Big safe.
Yes, I'm gonna actually have to have help carrying all of this. I may use your bag of holding to put it all in, or at least most of it.
Listen, whatever you gotta do, we'll be back tomorrow.
Of course. Thank you, travelers. Do you live here in Neverwinter?
We haven't bought a house yet, but that's on the agenda for tomorrow.
Of course, of course. Do you guys leave that shop after that?
Doesn't feel like there's a lot else to do there.
Yeah, you fucking bought the whole shop.
All right, next place, we just put a hole in the roof, start dumping the money in, and then just yell, "We'll take it all." It's gonna become the richest city in the world.
As you guys walk outside, any perception checks?
Yes.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
18.
Got a 21.
True and I rolled the same thing, technically.
Yeah, 1 second. Ah, damn it. I gotta get up.
Actually, mine was a 22, not a 21.
Oh, that's huge. 24.
As you guys open the door to the shop, you all notice there's a guy in what looks to be a dark trench coat standing across the road. He doesn't seem to notice you, but he's kind of looking side to side down the street. You notice that his coat that he is wearing seems to have a lot of things under it.
Okay, so then, I start having a coughing fit and cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay. He notices you coughing and approaches the group. Hey, fellas. What are you guys doing?
Oh god, is this the
Mum,
merchant from Resident Evil 4?
Got some fine wares for you.
Oh, I knew from the initial description. That's where we were going.
What are you guys doing?
What are you doing?
Just having a shopping day.
Shopping day. I like people who like to spend money.
I like to smoke crack.
I have some things here you might be interested in.
Would you
Like
like to know
what?
what we're buying?
Ooh, excuse me? Would I like to know what you're buying? I only have these goods. And he says, come on over here. And he kind of walks to the side of the building and he opens his coat and you see vials, and you see bags, and different costumes and cloaks, and different flasks of different sizes. You see all kinds of things in this trench coat. What are you looking for?
Some halfling weed.
Well, I don't. I could probably get you a little something of that sorts.
I don't know, man. It's all I be smoking. And honestly, unless these guys are interested.
I mean,
you know?
what is all of this stuff?
Well, we have different goods here. I have disguise kits and forgery kits. I have. I even have a portable ram here, and he pulls out this big ass wonk of fucking portable like door ram. I got flasks of oils and poisons. I got acid, thieves' tools. He pulls out a deck of playing cards and he kind of fans them out. I have cards for games.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Come on. What about this forgery kit here? Wouldn't you love it?
I don't know how to write.
Of course. My deepest apologies for assuming.
I will take a deck of playing cards. You know what? Sure.
Oh, that's only
It
5
could-
silver
it could-
pieces.
You know, to play games along the way.
Of
I
course.
pull out a single gold and say,
This is. Oh, thank you. Let me get you your change. And he starts digging in his pockets. He pulls out the coin and hands it over to you. Keep your mind sharp with those cards. It is good to play games every once in a while. Thank you, travelers. And have a good night. And he kind of like closes his trench coat and kind of slinks off into the alleyway. It's getting pretty late. There's literally no one out and around right now except guards.
Yeah, let's head back to the manor castle thing.
That sounds good. I'm getting rather tired.
All right. You guys make it back. You get inside, and it's still pretty lively. You don't see the Lord, but you do see all the workers in the house. They're cleaning up the dinner hall. It sounds as if they're draining the tubs. You're meted at the door by one of the ladies, and she says, "I will take you to your rooms. Follow me," and she kind of leads you all upstairs. You only go up the first flight of stairs this time, and you're put off on a floor, and it looks like this floor is specifically designed for guests, and there's rooms for all of you.
I go to bed.
Okay. We'll go ahead and
Yeah.
call it there. And then pick up again next week, right here where we left off.
Yay!
Sweet.
That was fun, mates.
I'll have to a lot of homework now. Well, some homework.
Yeah.
The potion shop's the easiest. I already had all that written out. Hell yeah. Well, it's been good playing. We'll be back next week. I don't have anything planned. I'm not sick anymore. So we're good
Yeah,
to
I
go.
should be-
Yay.
I will talk to you guys next week. Have a good week, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. See you guys
See
next
you
time.
guys. Bye.
Bye.